Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to the Dudeist Journey podcast with the Reverend Phillip K. I am your host. And just want to remind everyone that Dudeism is not a religion, it is a philosophy. That philosophy is take it easy. It can be incorporated as modern day Taoism, which is the art of peace. Just as there is an art of war, there is an art of peace. And that's what we're trying to do here. Kicking back, I'm having a smoke, having a drink. Maybe you can join me. As today we dive into things. Now, just a little, for those of you that haven't, if this is your first episode, I started this podcast after my little brother passed away from an overdose in 2020. And recently, I lost my wife of 22 years back in December from cancer. So, needless to say, life has been tough. Really fucking tough shit. God. I'm telling you, man, life has kicked me in the fucking balls more times than I'd care to. Good Lord. Good Lord. Now, when I did a podcast episode in the past about hate, and I was going to do one about love. And that's what we're doing today, folks. We're talking about love. I've been trying to keep things together here. I lost my wife about 6-7 months ago, and so people ask me, Phil, how you doing? And I answer the same way every time. Me? I'm fucking terrible. I am a goddamn mess. And it's funny that we're talking about the subject of love because, like, I don't know, man. I don't know what's gonna happen for me or what's gonna happen. You know, I'm in such a fucked up state right now. I mean, I'm keeping it together. I'm keeping the boat afloat. I got kids, so can't collapse, man. You gotta keep it together. And I'm trying to figure out like what do I want, because that's always the tough thing when you have a partner, especially when you have a lady friend, a special lady friend. You typically decorate the house and do things the way she wants. And now that she's gone, I'm trying to figure out, well, what do I want? I know some folks thought that I was just going to go out and get remarried. And I'm like, to who? Like, I'm just going to go to the wife store and get a new model. I'm like, nah, man. I was married for 22 years. Who knows? Maybe I'll be single for 22 because dating in your 40s and 50s is much different than your 20s and 30s, okay? And then you want to throw kids into the mix? Yeah, my standards are through the fucking roof. Because it's like, who the fuck am I going to find that's going to love my kids more than their own mother? Or at the equivalent of. It's tough, man. It's tough. Yeah, so I'm working through this, and little funny quick story. I actually tried flirting. I tried it. I haven't flirted with another woman in fucking decades, and I haven't been on the dating scene since 1996. Okay, so but it's funny. I flirted with two different women. Both turned out to be lesbians. Yeah. Man, I don't know what it is. Well, me and lesbians have a lot in common if you think about it. But I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Well, maybe hitting on women at the Home Depot wasn't such a good idea. Anyway, let's go ahead and let's dive into our topic for this episode, which is love. All right. So let's think about how we define love. Okay. It's an intense feeling of deep affection, great interest and pleasure in something, right? Now, when you look into religious texts, because it's one of the things I try to do here on the Dudeist Journey podcast, is I try to look at all different religions and science and find where they connect and where they meet to kind of help maybe clear things up, because I find that some places they're all saying the same thing, but it's just in a different way. And I'm not the only person who's realized this or who sees this, and hopefully I can help you to see it. That's the goal. But like, so when you go to religion, it usually talks about, love God and love your neighbor and love your enemy. But it doesn't tell you how to love. It doesn't tell you what to look for. It doesn't tell you steps or process. It's kind of limited and dated for its time. So for us that aren't involved in arranged marriages, we've got to go through a kind of a process to root out a person who we want to love and want to be with. That perfect partner, or at least close enough to, you know. So so in Dudeism, you know, we believe in treating others with kindness and respect. You spend 99% of your time on pleasure, so 99% of your time on stuff you love. And to be angry or hateful is very undued. So it's all about being cool and being loving. So I went ahead and I took a look at a lot of different psychological papers because we tend to turn to psychology to understand our feelings, our emotions, our mind, because that's what they study, that's what they do. So let's turn to them and let's see what they got, man. You know? So I went out and I found I narrowed it down to about 6 things that can help you to help find love or define love, right? To find or define. That's a t-shirt, right? Or at least a meme. So I got about 6 here, okay? So let's break these down, man. So the first one is don't rush the relationship, okay? And I'm kind of down with that, all right? Take the time to bond with your lady friend or boyfriend or male friend or whoever it is, do your thing. But you have to remember that you are 2 different entities, man, and you're forming into one. So there's going to be some friction there, man, okay? Try and make sure that they're a friend first. How are they as a friend before they're, a lover, right? You got to kind of look through things out. One thing with me is how do they treat animals? That right there will tell you a lot about a person. They treat animals like shit. That's a fucking red flag for me. Okay. So that's number 1. So don't rush it. Take your time, Second thing would be abandon jealousy. This may be hard for some of you, but you really got to get rid of all those jealous feelings, okay? All right, don't suffocate your person. Don't freak out. Don't be, putting spyware on their phone. Don't be trying to control them, man. Because you sit there and you'll just drive that person away. You'll drive them crazy. They don't feel like they can do anything. And I've seen some women in these relationships, man, they can't wear makeup, can't wear certain clothes, can't wear this, can't do that. I mean, they go around looking like absolute shit. It's like, look, as far as I know, every woman who goes out there, some guy's checking you out. Sorry, it's men are horny dogs. So, and then, me, I'm raising 2 daughters and all of this. So I'm trying to teach them on what to do, where, and act, and how to guard themselves because it's like, look, it's not you, it's them, okay? It's the men. The men are the problem. As a man, I can admit that and say that. So yeah, try to abandon jealousy. And women do it too. I'm not saying it's just men. Women do it too. They get all freaked out, and if you even so much as talk to another woman, they're like, "Who's that bitch? What the fuck?" They'll get all crazy for no fucking reason. It's insane, man. I've seen it. It's fucking nuts. So you have to understand that if you're with a person, hey, they're with you. So, if they want to be with somebody else, they go be with somebody else. The other, so that leads us down into number 3, which is to give yourself a chance. Okay? Give yourself a break. Try to understand your partner's perspective. Try to have them understand yours. No one's perfect. All right? So give it a chance. All right? Okay? That's the part where I'm tough because I'm like, should I? But given my situation and my mindset, I can't even think about a relationship for at least, like, I don't know, another year. because I have no idea how long this is going to take, and I can't afford a therapist. This is my therapy right here. Smoking and drinking with you fine folks. Well, I am in a closet, which I converted into a sound studio, so, it's kind of like a confessional. Anyway, let's go on to step 4. And this is an important one, okay? Step 4, or just a fourth thing that can help you define love is stop expecting shit, okay? Stop expecting. All right, this is a tough one for some folks, but you're going to get a lot less disappointment if you quit expecting things. No one can read your fucking mind. So quit expecting for this and this and this and this. Lower the expectation or don't expect anything, because then everything becomes a nice sudden surprise, okay? People will do things the way that they do them, and you have to kind of be understanding to that. So, yeah, stop expecting. Just don't expect anything from anyone. Doesn't mean you can't ask, doesn't mean you can't talk, doesn't mean you can't communicate. I'm just saying, don't expect anything, okay? It's like my wife, my late wife, she was in a wheelchair. So for me to expect her to be able to sort out all the stuff on the high shelves is a little bit ridiculous, I had to put my expectation at a reasonable level. Or like I said, what helped me was just not expecting anything from anyone. And I got to tell you, it's a much easier way to live. You're a lot less disappointed. All right, so that goes into, let's go to number 5 here, man. And number 5, it says to maintain privacy, okay? You ever see these couples that got joint Facebook accounts? Mm-hmm. Man, I raise an eyebrow when I see those fucking things. I'm just like, okay, who cheated on who? What the fuck is going on here? You got... Hold on here. Oh, don't smoke, kids. But you know what I'm talking about. Folks need to have a certain form of privacy, maybe a private journal or a diary or something. But aside from that, the kind of privacy I'm talking about is don't post your fucking fights on social media or tell everyone or talk about, the issue with every single person except for your partner. It does the exact opposite of what you would want it to do, okay? Have a little privacy. And I've seen this shit, man. I've seen people, they post shit on Facebook like, well, maybe if you weren't fucking with your little slutty bitch, you'd have time for your children. You're like, it's just like, what the fuck? And then you like DM the person like, hey, are you okay? And they never say anything. And then everything's great after that. And then there's a post about what a wonderful father he is. It's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? So yeah, the one thing I try to tell people about social media to help prevent in social media is you need to remember something. You are not fucking famous. And I know social media will help you, like it gives you the illusion, it gives you that feeling that you are famous. You're fucking not. Okay? I don't care if you got millions of followers and thousands of likes or what the fuck ever. If you're still working your shit job, you were not famous. Okay? I'm just putting it out there, all right? Because there's people I don't even fucking know, right? All right, now that brings me down to the last thing I got on this list here that can help you define love. And that is try to avoid misunderstandings. And this is tough, man. A lot of people mishear things, misread things, we forget things. You got to try to avoid these misunderstandings. You have to listen to your partner's point of view. Don't create drama or jump to conclusions, okay? If he's late coming home from work, don't automatically assume he was out fucking some whore at a casino or some shit, okay? I know me, like the nearest casinos for me are in Oklahoma, and I'll be damned if I'm going to pay an Oklahoma whore for sex. I'm sorry. I got standards, all right? No offense to the Oklahoma whores out there and the sex workers in Oklahoma. I'm just saying. If I want to spend the night with a woman, I'm not going to drive to an Oklahoma casino. Just saying. But you have to avoid these misunderstandings. And one thing that helps is accepting the person for who they are. If you got a person that doesn't have a great memory, then Understand they have a great don't just think they're gonna have a great memory one day. You're gonna have to work with that. It sucks, but it's one of those things. Like me, I had a partner who was wheelchair bound. They couldn't walk. So I had to accept her for who she was and what she could do. And I had to help her enhance her strengths and not sit here and bitch about her weaknesses. You know what I mean? Oh, what do you mean you can't do this, this, and that? Well, it's like, well, I can't, motherfucker. I'm in a wheelchair. You can only do what you can do. We're not superheroes, okay? Superheroes don't fucking exist, okay? They don't. And I know that sometimes your partner might look at you like you're a superhero, but it's like you need to bring it back down to that expectation thing I was, talking about in number 4, okay? People can only do what they can do. We're all flawed. We're all fucked up in some way. We all come from some form of dysfunctional home or family. And so we have to be more understanding on certain folks and trying to find things out. Now, that's not to say that, hey, if you got a person that's got a ton of red flags, fucking run. Okay? Don't waste your fucking time. Run. Run and try to find someone who actually works with you and meshes with you. And can this be hard and difficult? Yes, it is. Believe me, I know. Because I'm looking around and I don't think I'm going to be able to find anybody that's going to mesh with me. I mean, shit, I got, the 2 kids. That's already one thing right there. And then the fact of, I have certain tastes and I have certain viewpoints and I'm a certain type of person. So who am I going to find that's going to mesh and click with that? My wife was 1 in a billion. How am I going to find that again? And I have to accept the realization and the fact that there's a big possibility I'm not going to. Which sucks, but doesn't mean my life's going to be terrible. Like I've said before, despite what I'm going through and what I'm dealing with, feeling like I got a spear through my chest and I just cry every day. Despite all that, I am reminded that I am a lucky person. I'm a lucky man. I got a roof over my head. I got money in the bank. I got 2 kids that love me. I got a brand new car in the fucking driveway. I mean, I got a lot of fucking reasons to be happy. I got a fucking lot of reasons to feel blessed. But it's tough when you can't share it with the one person you always wanted to share it with. That's that's where it sucks. Cuz when you do meet someone and you do mesh and you do work together and you get past the problems and you get past the shortcomings and you put your expectations in the right place and you become friends. Because the great thing about friends is they'll tell you the hard truths, the truths that other people are afraid to tell you. Okay, like me, I'm going bald. Okay, it's just happening. All right. Sure, I could probably get hair plugs, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm that vain. And I got back hair. Holy shit, do I have back hair? I just tried trimming that shit off. Fucking Christ, you're trying to eat those certain like parts of your back. It's almost like you got to duct tape the fucking razor or trimmers or whatever you're using to a back scratcher in order to get certain areas. It's fucking insane. I'm serious, man. I'm as white can be, but my back makes me look like a Middle Eastern cab driver, man. It's fucking nuts. But that's me. Well, like I said, man, I was married for 22 years. Maybe I should be single for 22 years. I don't know. I don't know. The loneliness can be tough. Won't deny it. But being with someone and still feeling lonely, I think would be a lot fucking worse. You got to figure me out, man. what I like, what I want to do, where I want to go, what I want to be. Like I said, boat's charted on a course. Everything's going good. My investments are up. My money's making money. I'm doing all right. But I am probably the saddest motherfucker on the planet. Because every time I earn another buck, it's another one I can't share with her. You know how it is when you're with someone, you want to, especially if you're an artist like me, you want to get that big break and then take care of your partner. I never got to do that. I ended up in the land of artists where we almost made it, which are millions and millions of people. I actually have a book called Don't Make a Movie. That's about it's 10 reasons why you should make a feature film. And I know some people might see that as, a little harsh. It's just like, what the hell? You're telling people not, usually they say, go out there and, go for your dreams. And I'm telling you, don't. That's a fucking ledge you're going to fall off and die because I tried it. And I found out that for every Steven Spielberg and Kevin Smith, there's a million guys like me who did the same thing and didn't get the same result. We failed. Millions of us. And so, just like how they warn you about car crashes before a car, I'm trying to warn future filmmakers about what could possibly happen to you, what is most likely going to happen to you. And I break it down into 10 reasons. The book is called Don't Make a Movie. It's on Kindle. But yeah, so I've got a lot of work to do in the world and land of love. I don't know where I'm going or what will happen. But I do know this. My girls come first. And if they don't like the chick, then she's gonna go. Or if they don't like my lady friend, then she's gotta go. Well, now that we've talked about this, and I've definitely shared probably more personal shit than I wanted to, I'd like to take 5 minutes to meditate on this, to think about this. All right, now I'd like to take 5 minutes to kind of sit down and do a little meditation on this, a little prayer, a little thought about it. I want you to think about what I've talked about here today, about love, about expectations, about communication, about jealousy, about giving yourself a chance and avoiding the misunderstandings. So I want to take 5 minutes. Now you can pray, you can meditate, chill. Me, I'm going to have a smoke and think about it. And then we're going to come back. Okay. So get your hemp cigarettes ready. Get your scotch or jack or whatever you're drinking tonight. Let's go ahead. Ugh. Gonna have a drink right now, as a matter of fact. Man, I don't know what it is, but whenever I drink scotch, I want chips. All right, let's go ahead and we'll start that 5 minutes right now. Okay. That was 5 minutes, man. Hope you all were able to kind of meditate on this, kind of think about this and everything. Sorry I don't have any video, man. In all honesty, I think I'm doing away with it. I'm just going to stick on the vocals because I can't always be camera ready, okay? I mean, come on. I have ear hair, for God's sakes. But I do have if you guys want to check me out, Phillip K. Dude on TikTok. You can see some of my videos there. I'm thinking about putting some clips of the show up and trying to spread the message of Dudeism. So today I hope you learned something about love and maybe something about what you can do in your relationship or future relationships about love. Because love is a great thing, man. To me, it's the one thing worth fighting for. I mean, after all, if it weren't for the love, compassion, and generosity of a woman, none of us would be here. Because I tell you, man, if they left having kids up to the men, fuck, we'd be extinct. I'm serious, man. Something the size of a watermelon coming out of your pee hole? Fuck that shit. Men could not do it. Be like, sorry, honey. We're going to have to adopt. Oh, you know it's true. So anyway, I hope you learned a little bit about love, relationships. Hopefully this can help you with the love in your life, that you can love others, and more importantly, love yourself. We're so hard on ourselves in this fucking world that we're not good enough or thin enough or pretty enough or what the fuck ever it is, man. Love you for you because we need you. The world needs you. You may not think it, but whatever job you're doing, man, or whatever thing you're doing, or whoever you're helping in your life, imagine if you weren't there. That'd be a dark day on the world, man. So, I love you guys. I love you, and I hope that you can love yourself too. Because, as my opinion, you fucking earned it. Thanks for tuning in, folks. This has been the Dudeist Journey Podcast. I'm your host, Reverend Phillip K. And hope to see you all next time, man. And always remember to take it easy. Because when you take it easy, the dude abides. Y'all have a good one, man.